We'll go back to East Africa, where Uganda's central bank has reviewed the performance of the economy in the outgoing 2025, but with a drill down on the monetary policies of the financial regulator. The central bank director in charge of monetary policy, Elizabeth Kasekende, starts to this fireside chat to explain the 4 key areas of action by the Bank of Uganda that helps keep the economy on track this year.
In terms of macroeconomic stability, Uganda has done very, very well. So I think I'd like to break this down in 4 ways that, we've accomplished this year as Bank of Uganda, despite the global environment. And the first issue I'll speak to is inflation, followed by the exchange rate, followed by our reserves. And then, of course, I can't not talk about growth. So looking at inflation, I know I'm speaking to an audience, some are economists, some are farmers. So really when we speak about inflation, we are talking about the increase in the price level of goods and services. So in Bank of Uganda, we target a 5% medium-term inflation target. It's core inflation. And by core inflation, what we mean, Pumla, is we exclude food crop inflation, we exclude energy, fuel, and utilities inflation, because that tends to be a bit volatile. So for us to be able to target, 5%, we chose to target core inflation over the medium term. And the medium term, we mean 2 to 3 years' time. So back to core inflation. When you look at the last 12 months, core inflation has been around 3.9%. So, and that has been a great achievement for us as a bank. And actually, when you even look back, when we started our forward-looking monetary policy, which we tend to call inflation targeting, back in July of 2011, I believe. So when you look at that period, yes, Uganda, we've been through ups and downs in terms of inflation, but overall, we've performed very, very well over the years. 2025 is not unique on its own. If you look back, it's been consistent under this forward-looking monetary policy. So what has really helped us achieve this? Obviously, monetary policy, prudent monetary policy. Prudent monetary policy. But also, what has helped us is that the exchange rate has been relatively stable this year. We've seen global commodity prices come down. And really, I think the average Ugandan would want to know, what does that then mean for me? What really that does is that you're able to make good choices, knowing that prices are not changing all the time. Even if it comes to paying school fees, budgeting for school fees, or paying rent, or investing, if prices are not changing quite a bit, and they're stable and predictable, you're able to make good choices. So I think as Bank of Uganda, we've achieved in that area of price stability.
Which is our command.
Well done. So then the other issue that I would like to speak to is the issue of the exchange rate. In Uganda, we are under flexible exchange rate regime. What that means is when the exchange rate, changes in the exchange rate are based on the forces of demand and supply. So we do not, as Bank of Uganda, we do not have a particular exchange rate target. We let the forces of demand and supply take effect. And when there is excessive volatility, we come in, We intervene only when there is excessive volatility. And now when you look at the past year, the exchange rate has really been stable. Even when you compare it to other African countries, that actually some of we've seen that our exchange rate has performed very well. Even when you look at the last 5 years, still it's one of the best performing currencies, actually.